All right, here we go.
VladTV.
Fat Joe, welcome back.
What's up, my brother?
Man, we've been doing VladTV before there was VladTV.
Man, it's so many years of
So
doing
many,
it, right?
over a decade.
But we always shock the world with our interviews, right?
Always, we stir things up, man.
We always stir shit up. I mean, I think the most historical one was the gay mafia.
The gay mafia.
Right? The hip hop community is most likely owned by gay. To be honest with
But do you think they'll be?
they're
out
owned
of the
by gay.
closet?
I happen to think there's a gay mafia in hip hop.
Right.
Not rappers. You know,
Right.
the editorial presidents of magazines,
Sure.
the PDs at radio stations, the people who give you award at award shows. This is the fucking gay mafia, my man.
Exactly. People still upset over that.
No, not upset. I wouldn't say upset. It brought a lot of light to the real, but now it's normal.
Now you have gay rappers. First of all, happy birthday to hip hop.
45 years.
45 years. Just were you there at the whole
I was
thing?
there last year.
Okay.
They threw an event last year. I didn't know that they do one this year. But I was there last year when it was like Kool Herc's building and all that. That was amazing.
Amazing. Yeah, man. The fact that when you and I were younger, you may have heard this, because I definitely heard it. You know, kids in my high school saying hip hop ain't gonna be around in 2 years. It's just a passing fad.
I don't think I ever heard that.
I heard
and
that.
You know, where I come from is the Bronx.
Yeah,
so
so
I
it's
come
the
from the
birthplace.
motherland.
Yeah.
So I was so fortunate and so blessed to see Melly Mel and Grandmaster Flash and them playing basketball pickup games. Ruby D, the first Latino rapper, playing softball games. You know, I'm from Little Ike C. I'm from Love Bug Starsky. I'm from the soil. I'm from the hood. When I see the old school rappers, they don't look at me like Fat Joe. They look at me like Little Joey from the block. You know what I'm saying? So I was just so blessed to see it transform in so many different ways.
Well, I remember when you first came out with Flo Joe. And if you were to tell me that 20-something years later, 25 years later, this would now be, you know, a artist with commercial hits and pop hits, and, you know, I would be like, get the fuck out of here, man.
Me
Come
either.
on, this guy here who's all aggressive and, you know, all up in the mic, you know, on camera with 100
DITC.
goons with him.
The ITC, but what happened was what transformed me was Big Pun when he passed away. So when Pun was like double platinum, we made so much money. And the song, his shows had girls, dudes and girls, and we saw how much crossing over could actually make you money and keep you on the charts. So when Pun passed away, you know, I had no choice but to step up and make big records. You know, had Pun not passed away, I probably would have always stood the MOP Fat Joe, the Digging in the Crates Fat Joe.
The
You
yelling,
know what I'm saying? Just
high
the-
energy, yeah.
Who the fuck you think you talking to? Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't even do that no more, I don't think. I swear to God, I can't. I'm doing a song with Ghostface right now, and, you know, I'm killing it, but I'm doing it on some Fat Joe shit. You know, it's different. Papoose calls me the other day. He was like, yo, what happened to the who the fuck you think you talking to? What happened to the, here's the code? I'm like, yo, bro, I'm trying to make money, trying to make hits, man. I did that.
You know, and I remember before you and I met, and this was like early 2000s, like you couldn't really walk up to a Fat Joe. Fat Joe had the terror squad around him. You know,
It was
you
a
guys
big
had the
mistake for me.
reputation.
That was a big mistake for me.
Yeah, and I remember, I was at the Mixtape Awards, and it was like I couldn't even say hi, like as a fan, as a mixtape DJ.
Because I'm the real deal. Vlad.
Yeah,
There's no
exactly.
doubt about it. I'm the
Exactly.
real deal.
But
And now
you know,
it's more like I'm just the OG. So people just
Yeah.
look at me like, yo, don't fuck with them. They pop off. Like,
yeah,
but, you know, it's like, you know, I'm smooth about it. It's my job. I've been elected to school the youth and let them know, yo, chill, don't do that. Don't do that. Hove did that, so you don't have to do that. You
Right.
know what I mean? And that's where I'm at with it. But at that time, I didn't really, I think I lost $100 million doing that type of shit. Where
I can see
I was
that.
unapproachable for people trying to give me all type of money for endorsements and all that. And I was just thinking, fuck that. We the realest niggas. We don't care. We don't give a big mistake.
Well, you mentioned recently that when you were coming out, you were Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
But
Not
you
the
weren't
same.
you weren't trolling though.
No, I wasn't trolling.
You were
but
really
I wasn't
putting hands
trolling.
and feet on people.
What I mean was,
The
you know how
aggressiveness.
right now we say to each other, people say, yo, I hope that kid lives.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that's what I am hearing. Not hip hop is over. What I do hear in every place his name comes up is like, yo, I hope the kid figures it out and lives. That was the concept with Fat Joe. People were like, yo, these niggas, they crazy, bro. So I hope they don't kill people and go to jail or just die. Like, you know, Fat Joe was like a walking time bomb, especially with all that beef with 50 Cent and all that. It was like, oh, they're going to kill each other in the middle of the street as soon as they see each other, you know. So that's what I mean, that type of energy where people were like, you know, somebody in their right mind got to be a real daredevil to work with Tekashi 6ix9ine on a Colgate commercial or a fucking brand. Like, because you're like, yo, this guy, any minute now, he's ready to erupt.
Right.
That's the type of energy Fat Joe had when he first, you know, when he was out here.
Right. I mean, Tekashi is telling the whole world to suck his dick, which I don't quite understand. And, you know, I interviewed Big U from the West Coast. Mm-hmm. And, you know, he explained, he's like, you know.
Let me give you 6ix9ine. 7 years from now, he gonna still be 6ix9ine, the kid who was disrespectful. The money is gone now. The labels have moved on to other projects. Guess what happens?
People still gonna remember what he said.
People gonna still remember. Mm-hmm. Ain't you the kid, the king of New York? Oh man, I was on some stuff back then. Oh no.
I don't know, man. We you know, look at me. Fat Joe's friends with 50 Cent. Fat Joe's.
I never saw that coming. Because I've interviewed you about 50 Cent. And I said, is there ever a chance? Do you remember this interview? I said, there's ever a chance y'all two working out. And you're like, nah, he was just too disrespectful.
He was. But let me ask you something. This guy Tekashi 6ix9ine might be a pastor in the future. We never know. The thing that's so intriguing about life as it goes is you never know where you're going. You know what I'm saying? So he might become an ambassador of the West Coast for good deeds and shit. Who the fuck knows what's going on in life? I'm just being honest with you.
Yeah.
You never know where this is going to turn. Nobody could predict the future.
Well, he had that robbery, kidnapping thing happen.
Well, you know, that's probably, you know, anybody could get robbed or kidnapped. You know what I mean? I'm not going to attribute that to him calling for it or answering for it. Like him like, yo, come rob me, whatever. But, you know, it can happen to anybody, man. You know, the kid is out here, man. He's out there. He figured a way. He's, you know, he's doing the Donald Trump. You know, Donald Trump became president doing this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Donald Trump's the biggest troll in the game. It's like, you know, Tekashi figured out a lane that me and you may not be comfortable with, but it works for him as long as he stays alive.